gonna be checking out this video by Asmongold. Every live service game is the same. Let's see what he has to say. Now, let's be completely honest. I mean, I don't know what he's gonna say, but so far, I agree. Every single live service game seems to be following pretty much the exact same script, the exact same freaking battle passes, the exact same, progression, let's call it. Like it's very simple to understand what like if I go into a new live service game, I'm not seeing anything new. It's always the exact same live service, like battle pass, progression system. Like it's all intended to make you stay in the game for longer. And I do agree that a lot of it could be very same, but not the same, but same, really same. And it's I don't even feel like it's a if it's a fault of the game, it's a lack of innovation on the developers, to be completely honest. But let's see what the Asmongler, has to say about it.
Hi guys, it's me again. Today
Whoa, what the frick is wrong with your microphone? I'm about to raise that.
We're going to be talking about online video games, MMOs, and why I've been moving away from them.
You sound like you have the microphone in a different room. Is this like on the webcam?
I'm into a boomer playing single-player video games and feeling better than ever. How could this have possibly happened to me?
How could this happen to me? I've made my mistakes. I've lost all my hair. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Exactly.
No, he's fine.
Systematically, keep that
word fabulous
in mind.
hair. Look at that beard.
Systematically, how that's happened. Now, I want to warn you guys. Before you watch this video, if you like playing a lot of online video games, you love live service games, and you think...
I am what you would call a sea sucker, bro. Like I play Hawkeye Star Rail, I play Woowa, Wuthering Waves, I play Zelda Zone Zero, I play Girls Frontline, I played Nikke Goddess of Victory, I play and all on stream. And not on stream, but I played Girls Frontline. I've already pre-registered for Girls Frontline 2, which is gonna be like a third-person like FPS, and I also played Arknights. So I've been in the gacha games for a minute now.
Anything the way that I do, be careful, because after you see these patterns, I feel like there is no way to unsee the man behind the machine. So anyway, the big issue that I've
do not look at the monkey behind the curtain.
It feels like it's building a castle on sand, it's building a castle on the beach, and then every 60 to 90 days, the tide comes in, washes your castle away, and the only thing you have left to show for it is maybe a cosmetic FOMO item for some seasonal event. Oh boy, you don't want to miss those. There's a collection tab. You loot an apple, and it says 1 out of 634. Oh boy, are we having fun now. Oh, exciting. And so I've been seeing this with every single online game. And I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with me? How am I letting myself get my time wasted on such a cataclysmic scale? By the way, 35,000 hours I've played World of Warcraft, okay? I don't regret a single minute of it. But goddamn, I wouldn't want to do all that again. And so here's the point.
There's something to be said for that, and it's like wow, what a pause. Hold on. Okay, there we go. I have to say this, I have felt this to a more expanded degree with all of the Call of Duties. Since Modern Warfare, and Modern Warfare, I got Atomic, whatever the frick. But since then, like Modern Warfare 2, 3, all this other BS, I gave up, bro. It's too much of a freaking grind to get the gold, the diamond, and the Atomic, whatever the fricks, the Obsidian, whatever the fricks. It's too damn much. I don't, like, there's a new Call of Duty every single year. I'm not trying to get every single freaking, like, camp. It's boring at this point. It makes the game less enjoyable for me. I have stopped, like, not even that it makes it less enjoyable. After Modern Warfare, I no longer chased after camos. And I literally have not had more fun than when I stopped trying to go after the camos. Because it's just BS, dude. They just reset it every time. The freaking, like, game, like, it's annoying. So to a much bigger degree, right, as opposed to, like, a seasonal thing every other couple of months, definitely, I have noticed this in a lot of games, period, but yeah, it's even worse in games like Honkai Star Rail, Zelda Zone Zero, like, stuff like that. Specifically though, when it comes to live services, I have noticed a lot of this happening in games like what's the most recent example I would realistically have for a live service game? Oh, I'm trying to think, but like I'm struggling to think of an example at the moment, but there's a couple of games that I like. I don't want to call it out because I don't. I also don't want to like. A lot of the live services, Redfall, Rainbow Six Siege, currently Call of Duty, Battlefield. A lot of these games really just feel like the exact same freaking battle passes. Fortnite, freaking sorry, I have to bring up my Steam account here to look at all the stuff. But all of these games really genuinely like I do not see a difference between playing Call of Duty for the battle pass or playing Wuthering Waves for the battle pass or Nikkei or something like that. You get me? Whereas there are other games, or like Diablo would be another good example of like how their freaking live service is really just sort of like made the game same but not the same. But like but like there are definitely some games that genuinely give you I'd say like more tangible rewards in game. You get me?
Feel like
And that's the
every
I
single
like the more
online
tangible
game,
rewards.
it doesn't matter whether you're playing Honkai Star Rail, Genshin Impact, Wuthering Waves, Call of Duty, World of Warcraft, or
I love he used the exact same examples. Yep. Agreed.
None of these things matter because all of these games follow the same DNA. And the DNA, if you want a very easy way to condense this down, it is keep you addicted and waste your time. That's basically what happens.
The coded words they use is engagement. Engagement. That's the word they use in the industry.
And so people say, oh, well, you want instant gratification. You're goddamn fucking right, I do. I'm playing a video.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you. Yes. Yes, I don't want to spend for frickin' now. Wuthering Waves does this a lot less because they give you so many rewards, but it doesn't mean it's not there still. And it's freaking like it's like when I played Star Wars: The Force Awakens, and I ran into a level and unlocked a new lightsaber color, that was instantaneous gratification. I didn't wait. You literally went into the map. Halfway through the map, you're like, oh, what the frick is it? Oh, no, an Omnicron, whoa! And then you freaking open it up, and it's like, you got the orange lightsaber, and you could equip it on the spot. It's instant gratification for taking the time to look around the area, look at the map design, and then like because you were adventurous, because you actually looked around, you found this holocron, and now you can freaking like get the cool lightsaber. Now, if you were to play the same exact thing, you'd have to play the game for like 50 hours to unlock the orange lightsaber. You get me? And I hate that.
Video game. If I didn't want instant gratification, I'd go back to my own boring real life. Of course,
yeah, I'd go get a job.
Spend
where my paycheck gets sent to me every other week.
Some helmet. That's stupid. And I understand the irony of this because as one of the
no, in my case, my checks are monthly.
Spending 40 hours farming for a helmet YouTubers, over the years especially, I've done this a lot. Okay? I've even made guides on how to do it in only 38 hours and save a little bit of time. But
only 38!
I look at that and I just don't have the same outlook on life that I used to, and I cannot even fathom wasting my time in such a exorbitant way. And I think that this is a big thing for me. Like, I'm getting old. I'm 34 years old. And back in the day...
Please don't say that, bro. I'm turning 29 in December. Please stop it. Stop it. Don't make me feel this way.
And you guys can tell me if this is true or not in the comments with you, is that back in the day...
That's only like 6 years apart. You're scaring me. Stop it.
When I would play online video games, the reason why I would play them is so I could show everybody else in the world that I was better than they were. And I got so caught up in this. I love being able to do this. This is my favorite thing to do. And it was a big sense of, pride for me in a way. And I actually I don't see this as a bad thing really at all. I don't hate myself for this. I don't think I'm stupid for doing this. But it's just just that at this point in my life, I'm no longer feeling that way about, about video games. I don't need to play a video game to show off that I'm better than somebody because, again, I just, I've gotten old. I don't really care that much about this anymore. And so I just play video games, I don't know, imagine this, for fun. And so, anyway, how do I get to this point? I get to this point and I look at...
But if you play it for fun, how are you going to make content? What? How are you if you play it for fun, you're never going to get the new Wuthering Waves character. You won't earn enough polychromes in Zenless Zone Zero to get the waifus.
Infected with the exact type of rot, the exact same type of rot, and that is every 60 to 90, some of them they're a little bit different, but they're all basically the same paradigm. Every, few months or so, there is a battle pass, a season pass that probably has a paid version that is higher than that sometimes provides, like, actual good rewards, like things that are play for power, like, Star Rail or something like that, or it just has cosmetics, like something like Kirax Vault Pass in Path of Exile. As
I have heard the rumors that not only are they trying to make a hub world, like a hub, kind of like Call of Duty for Assassin's Creed, but also that they're trying to potentially introduce a battle pass for Assassin's Creed Shadows as well. Rumors, I don't know how valid they are.
Trading post in World of Warcraft that functions as a battle pass. And so, anyway, these things happen, and it makes me feel like every single one of these games is operating on this usually 60 to 90 day patch cycle that repeats the same content over and over. There's an event for different types of, different types of social events, like, Chinese New Year. That's a really big one. You've got Halloween and all of these different events. And I feel like oh wow, you hate Halloween events. No, I don't hate Halloween events, but every year when they have them, like, this is just really to sell skins, right? And when every single game is doing this, there's a certain sense of escapism that I'm looking for in a video game that really kind of evaporates when you see every single one using the exact same, content delivery method, right?
It's like Call of Duty when you run around and everyone has the same exact Call of Duty Zombies robot skin from the pre-order or the Game Pass or the whatever the frick, and everybody is running the same exact skin, the same exact weapon, the same exact everything. Why? Because it's currently on the Battle Pass, and that's currently the big thing. You get me? It's like, I get it, it's cool and all, but it's kind of like, it's just not what you're expecting out of certain games, you feel me? I understand that. I get it.
I see these games with these battle passes every single time, and it makes me feel like I'm wasting my time doing them, because every time I fill up one of these battle passes, every time I complete a season journey, every time I, complete all of the tasks that have been allotted to me, well then I wait for a few months and then I have to do the whole thing over again. That's my big reward. And all of them are...
Yeah, I feel like that's the thing about FOMO. Right, the fear of missing out. Like, if you're not drinking the Kool-Aid on FOMO, then you're just not having a good time. You either drink the Kool-Aid and go all out and try to get that new character. You get the new character, whatever the frick, or you just feel like it's unfair and you lose out on it. Like there's no positive, there's no like neutrality to it. You either missed out or you got it. And if you didn't get it, then you missed out, and you just feel bad about it, even if it's not something you even wanted or cared about to begin with.
Around some form of FOMO item. And I feel like FOMO is a very double-edged sword, and I think this is especially true with live service games. And what I mean by that is, with a lot of live service games, how many of you guys played a live service game and you logged on every single day? You want to make sure every day you never miss that daily, right? Because
I know where he's going with this, and this happened to me very recently with both Bernice in Zenless Zone Zero and in the Wuthering Waves as well.
Want to fall behind, and so you do that, and
with the
one day you miss it. It's like, man, I missed it. Okay, well, I'm gonna log on the next day. I'm still doing it every other day, so it's fine. And so then later on, maybe you end up accidentally missing 3 days. And then you tell yourself, well, maybe, and this could be any period of time, not 3 days, it could be 3 weeks, 2 weeks, right? Every game is different. But you tell yourself, oh, well, now I'm so far behind, it's not really worth playing anymore because I can't catch up. And I think that's what ends up happening with a lot of people is that FOMO is a great way to keep people in the game, but FOMO is also a great way to keep people out of the game. And
Yes,
so more
and it's like specifically with Honkai Star Rail, that tends to be a big issue. The roster is starting to get pretty large. It's gonna eventually end up in that same area as Genshin Impact, and frankly, it's one of the main reasons why I haven't even begun to play Genshin to begin with, because I just feel like there's no point. I'm never gonna catch up with so many freaking characters available. You feel me?
and more as I'm spending my time doing other things that I find to be more enjoyable, the appeal of trying to continuously play an online video game to catch up and to keep up with all the FOMO rewards, it becomes more onerous, more of a pain in the ass, and just more of, I mean, let's just be honest, guys, it's more of a waste of time. And
Yeah, and I feel like the major reason, like in its simplest form, there's a difference between enjoying a game, like playing a game, enjoying it, and feeling like you're along for the journey, as opposed to feeling like you're just trying to catch up to where everyone else in the world is in the current storyline. And at a certain point, you just start to like basically blow past the main story, blow past like the actual game, and you don't actually enjoy the game anymore. You just sort of like you're just doing chores. You get me? Because you want to catch up. I ran into a very similar problem with New World, honestly.
so this is something that and what's very weird for me talking about this, and I'm sure a lot of people will be kind of shocked to hear this, because I used to be the person who was the most fixated on this. I would never miss anything in WoW. I would never do anything. I would always make sure I get everything done and be a complete completionist, right? And I feel like being a completionist completely wastes my time, so I stopped doing it. And it sounds like such a an obvious thing to do, but I feel like there's a lot of people out there that are stuck in that hamster wheel, and they feel like if they get off of the hamster wheel, then they've wasted all their time on the hamster wheel, so they can't get off because of sunk cost fallacy. And it's like, I remember when Blizzard made the $90, I can't even believe this, $90 store mount.
I heard
They
about
put
this.
this out there, and I'm seeing
It's like the most freaking pay to win thing ever. They basically took a mount and put like every commodity in the game on this one mount. You just need to like your mount has the store. It has the mail. It has the auction house. It has like everything you could possibly want in the game. Now you don't have to go anywhere. Now you never ever have to in any way, shape, or form get involved with anyone else. The whole entire purpose of an MMO is to bring people together in like a community. And now with this mount, you never have to deal with another person again, or even go into a town. Like you don't even have to go into towns anymore with that mount.
people in the comments, oh my god, I'm gonna have to buy this because I want to get all the mounts, but it's so expensive. It's like, what do you mean you have to buy this? What's wrong with you?
You don't
What
have
are you
to.
talking about? You have to buy this. And the thing is that, I mean, I could also be talking to myself from 10 years ago. And that's the really ironic thing about it. And so the reason I'm making this video is to express kind of my current state of mind. I still like online video games. I can still play them for fun, but I can never really fully invest into them because I feel like so many systems and mechanics inside of them are designed to waste your time. And I've noticed this, and I contrast it with something like Elden Ring, or I contrast it with something like that I've been playing a lot recently. What is it? Metaphor ReFantagio. Amazing, incredible game. I loved it. I ended up taking a day off today. I've been playing it all day. It's been really fun. And so I see these other single player
I gotta play that one still. I haven't played
they
it.
don't make you sit through 4 or 5 hours of meaningless, annoying activities in order to get the reward. They just give you the reward. And the reason why is because they've already got their reward. They've already got your money. So it
Yes.
doesn't matter to them anymore, like whether you're spending more time on the game. They just want the time that you spend on the game to be as meaningful and fun as possible. And I compare that with online video games, and it's like, okay, well, every time that you go on a loading screen, there's an advertisement for a skin. Every time that you open up the menu, there's another advertisement for the store. Every time that you open up the launcher, there's an advertisement for, like a battle pass, right? And so
Yes.
all of the different tools in online video games are designed to try to keep you playing the game as long as possible, but the quality of that entertainment I do think is lower. But I think it's a mindset
To,
shift that
to his point here, the best example I can show you right now is how little fanfare you get in Call of Duty for prestiging or leveling up, but you get so much fanfare for leveling up your battle pass.
I've had where I
You'll
used to
see it next
always
time you
think
play,
that,
trust.
being good at a video game doesn't matter if you can't beat other people at it, right? And I was thinking to myself, and that's how I always felt, but then I realized to myself, beating people at a video game doesn't really matter either because it's a video game. So,
Yeah.
kind of shocking, isn't it?
Yeah.
And again, guys, comment down below if this is something that this is a revelation that's also occurred to you. And so I see these things where it's like these 90-day reward structure cycles that repeat, and they usually power creep each other. So it's like if you work really hard in a game, this is something that Classic WoW always did really well. I'm a Classic Andy in a lot of ways. Is that if I took a break in BWL and AQ and Nax came out, well, I could come back and I'd still be in BWL. It's not like I would just be kind of accelerated to Nax and all of my effort that I had put previously would be invalidated. But I feel like a lot of video games have a reset power creep cycle that happens on a cyclical basis that's generally correlated with either a seasonal model or a battle pass model. And these types of mechanics are tiresome. They're very tiresome to me. And as I've spent a lot of time playing these games, I've really...
And I agree with that. There have been many a times where I sit down at my desk. I'm like, hey, I want to play something for fun. I don't want to stream. I just want to play something for fun. Take a chill. Like, shut up. No talking. No trying to entertain nobody. Just freaking like play a game. And it's like there have been genuine times where I'm like, I want to play Subnautica. I want to play Frostpunk 2. But then in my brain, I'm like, but I gotta do my dailies for Woo. I gotta do my dailies for Honkai. I gotta do my dailies for the. If I don't freaking do my dailies for Call of Duty, it's a lot of XP I'm gonna be missing out on for the freaking battle pass. Like it's like you actually start to like not want to play certain games just because you know it's a chore to play other games. You get me? It's freaking wild.
That I'm not really having as much fun completing these tasks because
Agreed.
of the inevitable futility of it, where ultimately I'm
Call of
not really
Duty
going to be
weapon
able to achieve
camos.
anything in this game. Not like it
Why
matters.
try to go for gold right now if I know that next year it's all gonna be for nothing? There's gonna be a new Call of Duty game, and I'm gonna have to
But it
freaking
feels
level up
like
all the
it matters.
weapons.
Again,
You got a year to
if you like
do all
playing
the
these
achievements.
games
Otherwise,
and you're having fun,
that's it. Next game.
then that's all that matters. That's literally all that matters. Like, you don't need to justify it to me. You don't need to justify it to anybody. But I think that what happens is that a lot of times people put the expectation of like, oh, am I having fun with how many other people are having fun the same way. And so for me, moving over to playing a lot more single player games, I don't have to keep up with like, like really fastly evolving metas. I'll log in, like everybody's playing and grinding. It's hard to play a competitive game like that unless you're playing it all the time because of just how fast information travels now online. And ultimately, I'm playing these games. I can't really, maintain a degree of like, like maybe like competitive nature, right? Because and also some people might say skill issue, and I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to agree with you. I don't even really care. It's not really that big of a deal to me. I just want to play the game and have fun. And if I'm getting fucking destroyed, like how many of you guys used to play Fortnite and you stopped playing it because, you build like your little, okay, all right, you son of a bitch, you come over here. And then over there, he's building the Eiffel fucking Tower. And
That's why I played no
like
build Fortnite, if I'm being honest.
So you just lose interest in playing the game. I think that's what's happened with a lot of online games because everybody's wanting to make a name for themselves. Like for a lot of people out there, it's, I wouldn't say, it is. It's a job for them, right? They're doing this as a career. So they want to be as competitive and as good at this game as possible. And I think the reality of that is that there's so many people out there that it really makes it hard for an average player to have fun playing one of these games when metas and skill caps evolve so fast that you have to maintain a certain degree of consistency playing it, or you're probably not going to have a good time because you're going to get skill gapped or power crept, depending on what the game is. And in fact, in some of them, it's actually both. And so what's happened is that I've kind of realized this cycle of futility, And I've realized that, like, why am I trying to keep up with this to, like, maintain the same amount of effort and time when, again, why wouldn't I want to have my cake and eat it too? Right? Why would I want to invest a huge amount of time into something like this? And I'm not.
But you're not wrong. The whole point of a video game is supposed to be that it's escapism. I'm not trying to, like, I don't want to have to put in 10 times the effort for what, like, 1 times the reward. I want 1 times the effort for 10 times the reward. That's the point. Like, life already kicks me in the butt, like to get my butt cheeks on, like, left and right in real life. Why would I come over here to do chores?
Not really enjoying. And I feel like another thing is daily rewards or weekly rewards. A lot of these online video games, they have like a reward structure that is very front loaded, which means that you're getting 80% of the rewards in like 5% of the time, and then you spend the other 95% of the time getting the remaining 20% of the rewards. So they're designed for you not to play a lot and to basically stay on this treadmill and move at the pace that they've set for you. And I also find this to be very fatiguing as well, because there's some days I don't really want to play at all, and other days where days where I want to play maybe 6 hours, 8 hours, and I feel like that time and effort isn't rewarded in a proportional level, and it feels like my time is being disrespected. And I think that's really a fundamental concern that I have too, is that I think a lot of these online games are built with systems that are cynically designed to waste your time in the most, like subversive way possible. And I see this happen a lot. And this is also, this is the worst thing, is that, oh wow, you don't like grinding? Oh, you're not a fan of that? You don't have time? Well, guess what? We have the solution for that. We've created the problem, and now you're going to pay us to solve it. So there's like these.
And isn't that just the most like ridiculous part about it all, bro? It's like they're always like, "Hey guys, look at this. We did good. We fixed the problems." It's like, you created the problems. Stop making the freaking problems, and we won't need a solution to it. But bro, they could literally, like, for example, Call of Duty Black Ops 6 right now has completely patched out the ability to use any of your previous double XP, double weapon XPs that you have received from the last Call of Duty and Warzone. You can only use those on Warzone, no longer on the Call of Duty Black Ops 6 game. Why? We were able to do that during the entirety of the first release patch. Patch 1 comes out and suddenly we can't use our double XPs, our weapon XPs. Why? Because of course, if you're able to do that, then suddenly you won't buy the battle pass. But don't worry, you don't have any more double XPs. We got a solution for you. Now we put double XPs in the battle pass. And if you want more double XPs, why don't you walk on over to the shop where we have all of our DLCs and cosmetics, and you can just get a free double weapon XP, but only one. And if you missed out on it, you're not getting it tomorrow.
Convenience, pay for power systems. So it's like, oh well, I can't keep up all the time and I can't play all the time, so I'm going to spend money on the game. And I think that some people have rationalized this into becoming normal. I don't think that it's normal at all. Who decided that you have to pay money to advance in a video game? Like, who decided, oh, because you don't have time, now you have to pay money? Well, I'll tell you who decided that. The people you're paying money to. This is a completely invented problem that you could solve with 50 different solutions, but big surprise, the one solution that keeps being used is the one that's the most beneficial to the people that are making the games. And again, that's fine if you like this kind of stuff. I don't. I feel stupid. I feel stupid paying to win, and I feel stupid playing free to play. I feel stupid for playing it at all. And so I thought to myself...
To be fair, though, I mean, not to be fair, right? But for me specifically, the mentality I go in with a lot of the gacha games that I do play is basically, if I find that I'm not able to progress in a meaningful way without spending money, I stop playing the game. If I do progress and I feel like I'm enjoying the game without spending any money, I continue to play the game. But I understand this is absolutely not the intention of the developers. They are trying to get you to become a part of the, the economy, the battle pass and everything. And I understand that I'm never going to be at the same level of, like, Tectone, because he's able to, Tectone or Rice Chan on YouTube, because they're actually able to put in money to get all the characters and, like, show them off, play them, stuff like that. Now, I have a little bit more incentive, right, because I actually stream a lot of that content, so it's never really a bad thing for me. But I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I am like enjoying every single second off stream playing the games either. It genuinely feels like a chore. It genuinely feels like I'm grinding out levels specifically so that when I get on stream, I'm able to just like ignore the dailies and the grind and I can just focus on the storyline stuff. You get me? And that's not exactly a good thing. You get me?
Myself, am I going to spend my whole day being stupid? Yeah. But not that stupid. That's terrible. And so I quit playing. And so I felt these different systems, and it's like every game has these. It's not like one game has this. Every online video game follows these same content delivery structures. They follow the same reward structures.
The most now this is also they give you the most amount of characters, but they also require the most. Goddess of Victory Nike. There's at a certain point after playing the game, as far as you can go as a free to play player, you will get all of your characters to level 60. However, there's something called the 160 wall, where basically, unless you actually put money into the game and start to get multiple copies, specifically 4 copies of one character, that character will never be able to actually go to level 200, which is required in order for you to actually beat the main campaign. And so at a certain point, I hit the 160 wall, could no longer continue to follow that path, could no longer continue to play the campaign. I'm kind of screwed. I'm not about to put money down, but that being said, they also have one of the most like strong petty systems to exist. So I feel like I'm still able to get those multiple copies, but without a shadow of a doubt, it's gonna be a million times easier to just put money down, put a credit card in. You get me?
They follow the same progression structures. They follow the same store models. And it doesn't even matter what the genre is. How is it that you can have a game that is about shooting people with guns that is fundamentally the same as a game that's killing dragons? Or a game that's like an anime waifu collector? Really? Call of Duty's got the same progression standard, kind of? I mean, in an abstract sense? So Honkai
No,
Star
definitely,
Rail? What
definitely.
the hell is going on? And as soon as I've realized this,
the only like major difference is whether you're getting more like extra cosmetics, or whether you're getting a bunch of like at the very least in gacha games, you're getting XP items, you're getting like a bunch of like energy items, stuff of that nature. And I feel like depending on what you put on there, it can make it very worth it. It can make it very not worth it. I do like it when games give you a lot of like bonus XP, double XP. When they give you assuming they don't like nerf the XP gain from the base game in order to force you to need to get double XP to even get normal XP gains, which Call of Duty tends to do. They tend to really reduce the amount of XP you get in a normal game, so that basically getting a double XP is giving you a base standard amount of XP.
I've taken a step back. I've taken a step back and I've tried to have fun playing video games. And that's where I'm at now. I've been playing a lot of video games.
That's dangerous. You can't do that.
That I feel respect my time a lot more. That I feel are paced in a way that's not disrespectful. And I think they're really fun. And I'm not thinking about who is, like who am I beating at the game, or, where am I on a leaderboard. It doesn't matter where I am on a leaderboard. It's a fucking video game. Who gives a shit? I'm having fun. I'm enjoying myself. And it's been great. And so I wanted to make this video and talk to you guys about where I'm at personally, why I haven't been playing a lot of these online video games, and why I've fallen out of favor with it. I yearn for the day that there is an online video game that makes me want to waste my time. But right now there's not. And so I'm stuck here being a boomer, playing single-player games, and that's just about it. And I hate to say it, guys, but I'm happy. So anyway, I wanted to talk about this a little bit, give some of the different little patterns that I've been seeing a lot of these online games having, and also share where I'm at. And I think the reason why I wanted to make this video is because I feel like a lot of you guys out there might be a little bit like me. And let me know in the comments if you are. I'm quite curious. I think this is a long overdue discussion, because I feel like this permeates not only the enjoyment of the game, but what are games fundamentally. For a lot of people, they're a form of escapism, and I don't feel like I'm escaping into a treadmill. It's like I'm in my real life that is in some ways a treadmill. I'm lucky, in the job that I have. Some people aren't as lucky. Their real life is much more like a treadmill than mine is. And then it's like, finally, I've been working all day, time to go home and work in this video game. Miss me with that bullshit, man. And
Well, no, I have to fully agree here. Specific, like now we're starting to hear that Assassin's Creed Shadows is going to have a battle pass and potentially going to be having a like the whole hub similar to Call of Duty because they're trying to basically be the new Call of Duty with battle passes and stuff. And it's like, bro, why? I hate that. Like I have been waiting for an Assassin's Creed that has a similar vibe to Assassin's Creed Revelations, where you even get to make your own guild of assassins, and they haven't made that. But damn it, they're gonna put a freaking battle pass in it, aren't they?
so that's the way that I feel. Let me know in the comments how you feel. And
Priorities are not
I
straight.
hope
Let's
there's
say.
more discussion about this. I really do, because I hope that it'll lead to better online games that are more respectful of your time and fundamentally more fun. So that's about it, guys. I'll see you later. Peace.
No, an absolute agree there. I totally
As
no,
usual.
definitely an agree on this. Great freaking take. I. The top comment. Bro cleaned his room once, and this is what happens. He gets on the soapbox. Oh, all right. No, definitely agree with this. It's definitely something that we all. I feel like everybody shares this opinion, but it's like we have very little power to actually genuinely change things. But now that a lot of actual, like everyday people are starting to like vote with their wallets, so to speak, I feel like we're starting to get a little bit of a difference. I'm gonna go ahead and share that video
what's up, guys?
on the Discord. Please be sure to drop it a like. Be sure to drop it a sub. Make sure you leave a comment so the algorithm knows you like it. And yeah. Please go check it out. Thanks for hanging out. Like or dislike, comment, and subscribe. And become a Monodachi today. I live stream all day, Monday through Friday, so go say hi. That's all for now, Monos. Goodbye, and thanks for swinging by. Salut!